Hello, how's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing great. I am Jacquet for those of you guys that doesn't know me, and thanks to every single one of you guys that has subscribed to the channel, and thanks to everyone that have been supporting and watching. I appreciate you all. So I wanted to bring a little something for you guys today, which is talking about real estate. As you guys know, I am in the real estate, insurance, and finance industry. And once again, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And I will be putting both of those links of what I'll be speaking about down below. If you guys ever have any comments, please do comment down below so that I'll be able to answer any kind of questions that you guys might have. And yes, guys, so as you guys can see, I don't want to delay this any longer. As you guys can see, this is me right here. That's my information. That's my real estate page. If somebody ever needed to get in contact with me to get hold of me, this is how to, another way, another method to get hold of me. As you guys also have my Facebook link, my Twitter, Instagram. That's always in the description down below. So I'll be posting this link down below as well. If somebody ever have any questions or wanted to ever discuss anything. So guys, this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, which is the road to buying a house. A lot of folks doesn't know, exactly what's the in and out with regards to buying a house, what's the proper steps, and also what does it take, and where does it really start. And there's a lot of confusions at times into what exactly goes on and what takes place. So why don't I start up here, which is right here, as you guys, if you guys could see it, where it says the road to home ownership will be an enjoyable experience. All right. So as you guys can see in this little blue shade right here, which is with your loan with your loan originator or your loan officer, whichever that it may be. If you follow down to the orange, which is where it says with your lawyer, and then in the yellow part right here it says home buyer, and in the green it says with your agent, and in the dark blue over here where it says premium mortgage corporation. So guys, the road to buying a house really start here. As you guys can see, there's a long road that goes right all the way over here, and we're gonna start right here, right? So this is the situation. So you meet with someone, and you meet with an agent, someone like me, and you're like, okay, you know what, I want to purchase the home. So we say, okay, so now we start here. When we start here, so there's a couple of steps that goes along over here as what kind of home you want, and what would you like, and the areas, and there's a whole lot that goes with that. I really want to take you guys to an in-depth situation so that you guys have a full understanding of what this actually means, and the proper steps that goes along with that. Because some folks believe that the moment that they are ready to buy a house, and they'll be able to just say snap their finger and it's done. So it's not just as so, even though it is simple and easy, but it's not just as clicking your finger. So we start here. This is where we first meet, and we started to talk, and we discussing, you purchasing a house. After that, we move to the pre-approval portion of this of things. The pre-approval is something that's very important. A lot of folks they'll say, "Well, I don't want to get a pre-approval. I don't." If you're really serious about buying a home, then guess what? We're gonna go get a pre-approval so we could start getting this thing forward, so we could start getting things going for you. That's the number one step to really take to getting that home. And then don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I will be making videos about each section of this and explaining to you guys, what each section means, from start to finish, and how we go along the process and everything. So today I'm just giving you guys the brief overview on what, is involved, and also, just brief synopsis of what really takes place. Just not in full details, but there will be videos about each section. Oh, excuse me. So that's the part right here where we get a pre-approval. And once we get that pre-approval, then we are looking to find a home. As we started it from the beginning, and as we was talking about the kind of home you wanted and things like that. So now, after the pre-approval, that gives us the ability to start really looking at, okay, now we have the pre-approval. We need to start, tailoring towards that home and based on the pre-approval. You guys kind of following me, right? Great. And don't forget, guys, to give me a thumbs up. That's the other thing. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. All right. And also share this with your friends, your family, so that folks that wants to understand this process, the process of buying a house, so they'll be able to know what's really involved. So now, once we are actually starting to do this, we should starting to find a home, which is right here. As it says, find work with a real estate agent. That's where we actually starting to formulate what we are actually looking for, and what we are able to get, what we are able to afford. That's very important. That's super important. That's one of the major thing with that. So apart from that, guys, now that's where the search start. Once we formulate all these things, then now we start looking into the search. We start going into the search. Then you start seeing homes. Then you start to want to view the homes. Then we start scheduling for you to see those places. And it's a process. It's a process. But the good thing is, the easy part for you is to look at and see the homes that you want to see, that seems attractive to you, and the ones that you would like to be in. So that's the one thing. Like I said, it's really a simple and easy process, especially when it comes to having the right persons by your side. I truly believe it's important to have the right agent. So, which means that, guys, I would love to work with every single one of you guys if the opportunity presents itself. And yes, I am the best of what I do. If there's somebody out there that's better than me, I'm sorry, guys. I just don't know that person, but I know I'm the best, and I'm not being cocky. No, no, no. I'm not being cocky. I'm just confident. You know what I mean? I'm just very confident of myself. I'm very confident of what I do. So I would love to work with every single one of you guys that's out there buying a home, that's out there want to invest in two properties, that's out there, looking, whether you're looking to invest or you're looking to purchase as a personal. I would love that. So, like I said, guys, now let's just say you find a home, and that's when we get things together. Then we start to we want to make an offer on that home. Now, once we make an offer, there's a couple of things that could happen at that offer. As you guys can see here, I'm gonna leave this right here for a little bit for those of you that could that wants to kind of see what it says. This is the part where we made an offer, and the seller has the right to either counter the offer, and then they also have the right to totally reject the offer. And if they counter it, then we have the right to also, well, not right, we don't have a right, but we could also counter it from their counter offer. So there's a little negotiation that goes on here, as far as the terms and things like that. So that's that part right here where you see both hands are being shook, just so. All right. Now, if everything goes well, the buyer and seller agrees to the contract. That's when at that point contract goes to the attorney. And like I said, guys, don't worry. I will be going into each section in detail for you guys, so that you guys have a full view and understanding about each section. So you don't even have to worry. Just take your time. For right now, we're just going into an explanation of the whole circle of what it takes for you guys to kind of understand it. So that, and once the attorney approve of the contract, then that's when we say, what. Now keep in mind, guys, there's a short time between when the offer is accepted by the seller to the time that we get it to the attorney, and for this to happen, which is the property inspection. This is super crucial, that you don't want to miss out on this, because you don't want to not have an inspection, and then if something could have been corrected, then it's not. So therefore, that's why I said, you need someone like me that's on the ball, that knows what they're doing, that gets things moving, that's in coordination with every single one, that's every party that's involved in the situation, so that we could get the ball moving for you, so no delays happen and nothing goes wrong. Which is why I'm saying it's important to have someone that has the knowledge, that has the understanding, that knows what they're talking about, that knows what they're doing, which is I. And I would love to work with you guys, like I said. So there's a very short time, very, very short time between that to get to this. And when I say short time, it's very short. So like I said, don't worry, I will go into details about every single part of this, of these little segments for you guys. Now, after this has happened, you see where it says determining mortgage options? Okay, so this kind of take place when you first got the pre-approval, and then now this is a revision to see, is everything in line? Is everything correct? Is everything where it needed to be? Is everything in place? So that's what goes along with that. And I also don't want you guys to miss out on this. So let me bring this up a little bit for you guys, so you guys will get to see everything about this. All right, so that's the part where things, you get to. Oops, come on, where you going? Stay right there. Thank you. All right, so that's the part where, of course, this is me. This is me, yours truly, and as you guys can see, I'm right next to my loan officer, which is Annette Cobb. So if you ever wanted it to get a loan or something like that to purchase a home, or whatever you're looking for when it comes to purchasing a home, as far as mortgage concerned, definitely reach out to her. Don't feel shy. Just let her know, hey, you know what? Jean Jacquet was mentioning you in his YouTube video, and I wanted to talk to you about this. Whatever you guys want to discuss at that point, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear from you. I'll also be happy to hear from you guys. So if you guys ever needed to get hold of me, this is also my information that's right here. And not to mention that I'll also be posting my link down on this video, so you guys will be able to see, you to go right back and click on the link, and it'll direct you directly to my page, and you guys will be able to get hold of me that way. So, like I said, guys, that's the part where it says determining mortgage options. So at that point, at that moment, that's when we're figuring out, is everything okay? Is everything all right with the contract? Is everything okay with the house? Is everything in line? So we're talking to the attorneys and back and forth, making sure everything is good. We're talking to the seller to make sure that everything is perfect. And at that point, I'm also talking to the mortgage officer to be sure that everything is perfectly in line, so that you could be ready to move into your home. And that's also the part where there's a lot of discussions. We know there's a lot of coaching that goes on to make sure that you yourself don't do anything to jeopardize whatever's going on with this home for you, because there's a lot of things that could go wrong from the start of a contract to the end of the finishing of the closing. So guys, don't worry, we'll get to that in a little bit. We will get to that part. All right. So I don't want to jump ahead, but we will get to that part. So at that point, while we are talking, to make sure everything is going perfectly, that's almost simultaneously. This is also happening, which is right here, which is applying for a mortgage. We have the pre-approval, then now we have to apply for a mortgage. It's a lot of folks will say, well, why do I need to apply for a mortgage if I already had the pre-approval? The pre-approval it's more like a soft inquiry to the mortgage. It's like saying yes. We ran everything and everything seemed fine, but we also need to make sure that everything remained as fine and nothing happened between the time that the pre-approval was approved to the time now we applying for the mortgage. So I don't know if you guys ever notice, it's like you just can't deviate or do something that's gonna damage something, like for example, your credit score, or you switch job or something like that. So these things is crucial. Don't worry, guys. Like I said, I will go in depth into every single part of this. I will be making videos for you guys to go in depth into every single part of it. All right. So there's another things that happen, guys, in that whole process. And the other thing that happened is, as you guys can see, we in the little rectangle that says appraisal. So what is an appraisal? I'm gonna tell you guys what's an appraisal. An appraisal is pretty much the bank, the person that's giving you that loan, that lender that's giving you that loan, to say, you know what, I'm gonna take a risk into into funding you for this property, for this house, for this asset. And so at this point, I want to make sure whatever you're buying is worth the money that I'm gonna lend to you, which is a security for you, which is a good thing. That's purchasing, because you don't want to buy something of less value. So, say for an example, you're buying a house that's $250,000, and it comes down as an appraisal of 240,000. So, would you really want to pay more for something that really worth less? I don't think so. I know I wouldn't. I would not want to pay more for something that's actually worth less than what it actually is. So yes, there is cost involved. Don't worry, like I said, I will be making videos about every single section for you guys. So you guys will be able to have this. You guys will be able to understand it perfectly. And you guys will be expert by the time that we're done. So like I said, it's always good to work with it with an expert. It's always good to work with somebody that knows what they're doing, which is I, yes, and yours truly. So there's a lot that really goes on into that portion. But like I said, I will explain everything to you guys, and you don't have to worry about that. All right, I will be making videos to explain everything. So that's what the appraisal is. The appraisal is just making sure that your assets that you're actually about to get, what you getting is actually worth, spending that much money on. All right, which is a good thing. Like I said, it's a good and great thing. At the same time that's going on, it's a good time to start looking at homeowners insurance. When I say it's a good time to start looking at homeowners insurance, as you don't want to buy something and then you have no insurance for it. Guys, insurance is one of the biggest things. You want to secure everything that you're doing. This is a major asset, and you don't want to miss out on that. It's a major asset, so you want to actually secure that asset. So, guys, and then we move into mortgage commitment letter. So, a mortgage commitment letter is pretty much a letter that you'll be getting a document letting you know step by step of how things gonna go and how things gonna fall and how things is gonna actually work as far as with your mortgage, with payments, and how things is looking as far as that. Right from there, guys, then we move to the processing of underwriting. That's where your loan officer and the underwriter, which is making sure that everything is working wonderfully for you as far as, everything that we started from the beginning, which is from the pre-approval all the way up to that point into applying for the mortgage, into getting the commitment letter, making sure everything is in line, everything is perfectly in line with you getting that home. There is no barricade, there is nothing happening. Then we move into our third disclosure. Third disclosure, that's when we actually getting ready for our final walkthrough. Oh, okay. So that's when we actually getting ready to actually finalize everything and making sure everything is in line. And that's when also the underwriters also getting getting you ready so that you'll be approved to get that loan, so you'll be able to get that home. So while all these things is going on, then that's when we come to the final walkthrough. The final walkthrough, that's when we got to find out, okay, what is the closing date, what is all these things. Then we could schedule the final walkthrough. Final walkthrough, guys, is to make sure everything that we saw in that house from the beginning is still intact and it still actually is. Then once everything is in line, everything is great, everything is peaches and cream. So now we're ready to say, you know what, we're ready to close. And at closing, that's when you wind up with a beautiful home. Everybody's happy. I'm happy because I assist you, and you happy because you got this beautiful, lovely home that you wanted it, and everybody's just loving it. So guys, I love it. I love every single part and everything about this. And as I mentioned to you guys, this is where you need to work with somebody that knows their industry, someone that knows their work. And like I said, I am the best of what I do, and I'm not being cocky. I'm just being confident. And if there is somebody out there that's better than me, I just don't know that person. But I am the best of what I do, and I'm not cocky about it. I'm just confident about it. And I always, every person that I meet, I make it my job and my duty to leave them in a better place than they were before I met them, because I believe that you guys should be in the best hands that there is. So which is why I'm saying that I take very good care of every single person that I come in contact with. and I would love to work with every single one of you guys. And don't forget, guys, that's a way to get hold of me once again. And if you ever have questions about mortgaging or loans or anything like that, Annette Cobb would be a great person to talk to. She would love to talk to you guys about, whatever that you guys want to do as far as getting a loan, or, whatever is on your mind when it comes to getting a loan to for a property. And if you ever need to get hold of me, you could use this right here. This is another form of way that you could definitely get hold of me. Any one of those numbers would work, but I would prefer for you to use the 845-270-9247, because that goes directly to me. As you guys can see, it's my cell phone. So guys, like I said, don't forget, I will be having this website right down below. I'll post the link for you guys, and if there's ever any questions, you can always click on the link. As you guys can see here on the right hand side, you could enter your information and all these other great things, and it'll get right back to me. Okay, that's another way that you guys will be able to know things about me, whatever that you guys want to know about me. That's another way. Guys, I love you guys, and thank you. Don't forget to share this with your friends, your family, your co-workers, and just share it out. I appreciate it. Don't forget to leave me with a thumbs up. I definitely appreciate you. If you have not subscribed to this channel yet, definitely do so, because there's a lot of great information that is actually coming onto this channel, and I appreciate you all.